For more, I'm joined by Dr. Edith Bracho-Sanchez, a primary care pediatrician at the Columbia University Irving Medical Center. Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
So I just want to play some sound of the U.S. president making this major announcement today.
Effective immediately, the FDA will be notifying physicians that the use of let's see how we say that, acetaminophen. Acetaminophen, is that okay? Yes. Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol, during pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism.
I mean, I want to get your reaction to this announcement, and I want to know, is there any credible scientific evidence that taking Tylenol, also known as paracetamol, during pregnancy causes autism?
Linda, this has been the subject of so much scrutiny over the past decade. So there is unfortunately no new studies, no new evidence that the administration offered today. We know from the studies that have already been conducted, again, over the past decade around the world, looking at millions of children, that there is no causal relationship between taking Tylenol, paracetamol, acetaminophen in pregnancy and later on having an increased risk of your baby developing autism. There just isn't evidence for a causal relationship at this time, Linda.
And Dr. Tylenol has long been considered one of the safest pain relievers for pregnant women, especially when treating a fever. Are there risks associated with leaving a fever untreated during pregnancy?
That is right. There are risks associated with leaving a fever untreated, especially during the first trimester. So when you run a fever as a pregnant woman and you do not treat it, your risk of having a miscarriage, of your baby developing neural tube defects, heart defects, goes up, Linda. So this notion that doing nothing is better than taking a small dose of Tylenol is simply not true, because the risks of leaving fevers untreated in pregnancy are real.
And President Trump said today that pregnant women should simply toughen up instead of taking Tylenol. Take a listen.
If you can't tough it out, if you can't do it, that's what you're going to have to do. Tough it out, no matter what you do. The word tough it out, it's easy for me to say tough it out, but sometimes in life with a lot of other things you have to tough it out. As I say, tough it out a little bit.
I mean, from a medical standpoint, is this kind of messaging helpful or harmful to pregnant women?
It is harmful to pregnant women. I think any woman out there and anyone who has a woman in their life know that women don't need to be any tougher than we already are. And this is not about being tough or not. This is about taking what is considered a medically safe treatment to prevent what is considered medically unsafe, which is fever and pregnancy. I will tell you, I am a pregnant woman myself. I have been looking at this from both a professional standpoint as well as a personal standpoint. A few weeks ago, I unfortunately had a cold, developed what I thought was a rising temperature, and I took Tylenol, Linda, because the risks of not doing so to me far outweighed any risk that came with Tylenol.
Yeah. And of course, this announcement was made alongside Robert F. Kennedy Jr., someone with no medical background who has promoted discredited theories in the past. And some are drawing comparisons between today's press conference and Trump's remarks in the past about injecting bleach during the COVID pandemic. How concerned are you about non-medical figures giving high-profile health advice like this?
I mean, it is extremely concerning, and I think at the end of the day, it is disappointing. I think we can and we must do better by the American people. I think back in the spring, they announced that they were going to announce some big cause of autism. There was a little bit of hope that we were going to get some new information, some new data, some new studies. And to hear today just misinformation be thrown out there from the highest podium in this country, and to not really offer any substance, any new information, it's really just disappointing, and it's really just wrong by the American people.
Dr. Edith Bracho-Sanchez, appreciate your time and your expertise, and congratulations on your pregnancy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.